the day. From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, Jason Sanders to kick off Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Joshua Kelly. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. 15. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
At their own 30-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 20.
Out of the gun, Herbert throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Here's Ty Long now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Grant on the return. And he breaks through another tackle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Covered a lot of ground there. 81. yards on the punt return. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
And 6.
Operating from the gun. Herbert has it knocked free. And the Dolphins have got it.
Holding. Defense.
Oh, no. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Intended.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Preston Williams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. That's going to be caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Breida, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida, his first touchdown on the year, and the Dolphins add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. 5 plays there on that drive, and it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Joe Reed returning. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Coley. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Carry for the Chargers.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down.
21-0 our score after 1.
It's the end of the first quarter with the score Dolphins 21, Chargers nothing.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. That's caught by Kelly. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Joshua Kelly.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down. He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
20-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it.
But that's caught at the 25. A big play there for the Dolphins. And even 80 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate.
Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Rita with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. From the gun, Herbert. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Shaq Lawson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Tua going to hand this one to Rita. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Rita on the carry.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
Good for a Miami Dolphin. First down and goal to go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have... And he is in! Touchdown, Miami! Matt Breida on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it'll be second down.
Second and 10.
On second and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
And after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
On third down, Coley, and he stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4, and now it's fourth down. Here's Ty Long now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50.
They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Ooh, he's running, he's running.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Returnable for Grant. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. First and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start on the ground with Rita. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 28-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
Chargers, nothing.
So as it turns out, a two-play drive resulting in the field goal. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Here's Reed. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. A touchdown pass there for Ben Roethlisberger. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Derek Carr has a couple of touchdown passes there. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own 21.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On second down, here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Joshua Kelly is running back, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Ty Long now. He's been terrific so far. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you...
It's caught at the 10. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And his throw here's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
First down, Chargers.
They'll run on first down. It's Kelly. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Kelly. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He's going to dump this one down to Kelly. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got
you got to feel it, baby.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Here's Reed returning.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete to Hunter Henry. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for Donald Parham. Incomplete.
The Chargers on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Herbert.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked by the rookie Noah Igbenogany.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6.
For Miami.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Keenan Allen.
That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Setting up the screen to Kelly. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Mike Williams, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Herbert's throw going to be caught by Henry.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. 20.
Another day, another
and
dog,
this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Sanders now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 38-yard line.
That first down completion. Only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Herbert. Complete to Kelly. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play on 3rd down for the Chargers. 42 yards.
First down.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day offense.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
2nd and goal.
Herbert throwing again. Herbert has it knocked free. And the Dolphins have got it.
Holding. Defense. That penalty is declined.
The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Powering his way forward. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. What a juke into space. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
Bretton, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And some strong running. And he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards.
And it'll be second and very short. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. And now he spins free. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They run with Rita. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Tua, a give. This is Howard. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team who puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know,